Hi, Joe here from Scarff Ford. Today we're going to talk about this 2024 Corvette. Let's dive in. This is a beautiful low mileage example. Looks absolutely stunning in black on black. And with the C8 Corvette, Chevy has really created an American exotic vehicle. The Corvette has always been an American favorite ever since the 1950s when it first came out, but it followed a basic formula: front engine, rear wheel drive, which worked for decades and decades. They teased us a little bit with some concepts of some mid-engine Corvettes, but finally, for the C8 Corvette, which came out for the 2020 model year, Chevy did it. They went mid-engined. There are some Corvette purists that were a little upset, but the problem that Corvette engineers had is that they pretty much pushed the limit to the amount of performance and power you can have with a front-engine rear-wheel drive car. Some of the C7 Corvettes, I think like the 01, was getting close to 700 horsepower. So when you have an engine in the front, and then you have a light, and then you have rear-wheel drive, there's not much weight back there. So putting 700 horsepower to those rear wheels really becomes an really becomes a difficulty. So the engineers pretty much believe, in their perspective, that they push the limits to a front-engine vehicle. Our Mustang engineers here at Ford, they think they still got a way to go, hence the GTD, but the GTD is like $300,000. These C8 Corvettes, you can find nice examples like this for under $100,000. And unlike a exotic Ferrari or Lamborghini, which also requires exotic car maintenance costs and repair costs, it might look exotic here, but this V8 engine is not too different than the V8 engines they put in like Chevy pickup trucks, the Camaro, things like that. Obviously, it's tuned a little bit differently for Corvette duty, but it's not that exotic. So maintenance and repairs on something like this are probably going to be a lot more affordable than a Lamborghini, a McLaren, or a Ferrari. You also have great cargo space. Here we have a nice little cargo area. Then we have a cargo spot in the front, which I'll show you shortly. And then there's a nice little spot to store the targa top. If you want to have some fresh air and hear that wonderful performance exhaust not obstructed by a roof, you can pop this top off, the targa top, and put it back here. The rear hood and the front are also soft close. Decently sized front right here, so between the trunk and the front, you got a decent amount of storage space. And this is also soft close as well. The styling's absolutely beautiful everywhere you look. There's not a bad angle on this car. The curves, the creases, the folds, it is absolutely stunning. To me, it actually reminds me a lot of like a Ferrari F430. Maybe that was part of the inspiration of designing this Corvette. You could literally spend hours in your garage holding a beer, just admiring the beautiful curves of this Corvette. It is absolutely beautiful, and equally as beautiful on the inside. Even though this is not the most loaded 3LT, this is a 1LT, a little bit more of an entry level. You don't feel like you're getting the basement model at all. Beautiful carbon fiber on the center console, carbon fiber paddle shifters. You feel like you're in a fighter jet cockpit. Nicely contoured seats that will hold you in place during performance driving. You have a little window right there so we can gaze upon that beautiful LS engine. This one also has a nice performance exhaust. Woo! A little bit magnified by my photo studio. Woo! Yeah, that's almost deafening, but it's exaggerated a little bit on the inside. We'll go outside and rev a little bit. And this thing's easy to drive. I mean, I can drive, it's low to the ground, but I'm 6'2", I got plenty of space in here. You have all day comfort. You could go on a nice long road trip with your significant other and you guys will be so comfortable. They'll be pampered, comfortable interior. It's pretty docile to drive around town as well. It's not gonna be a bucking Bronco. You can drive it nice, easy does it. If you wanted to commute in something like this, it's definitely possible. Not quite as dramatic on the outside. Sounds wonderful. Great infotainment system. Parking camera is definitely gonna be helpful. Keeping it real, visibility can be kind of tough in these things. We also have a digital rearview mirror, giving you a complete unobstructed view behind you. This one only has 4,300 miles. If you've been dreaming about having an exotic sports car and you don't think a Ferrari or a Lamborghini is gonna be in the cards, well, a C8 Corvette could give you those feels with a lot lower ownership costs. This is a car that's absolutely beautiful. This is a halo car for General Motors, and Chevrolet. This is a car they can't afford to mess up, and they certainly didn't. Even though it's a big departure from the old Corvette formula, the automotive press absolutely love these things. Rave ratings across the board. They absolutely are smitten with the C8 Corvette. Don't take my word for it, do some research yourself. We always have a great selection of performance cars here at Scarff Ford and Isuzu. Of course, we have our own Mustang products. We have a big variety of pre-owned vehicles, and right now we have 2 cool Corvettes in stock. Stay on the lookout for another video I'm going to do of our E-Ray Corvette we recently got, which I'm excited about. That's cool as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.